Okay, I think I'm just about ready to get started. So I'm in a little bit of a conundrum as to what to do. I thought I had an alternative for transferring memory card data besides a flash drive, and it turns out that none of those alternatives work. So I'm not able to even do anything in terms of the bonus dungeon today, even if we wanted to start it today and hold it off for next weekend. So I guess the decision, as noted by the game title, is do we then spend the rest of the session just beating the game, so there's not much more time left, or do we just do prep for the bonus dungeons? That'll be skill cleanup, that'll be the secret lens shop, that'll be a couple different things. And I'm not really sure, so I'll take the chat's opinion once they trickle in. But at the moment, I'm not sure what I should do for this session. So on the plus side, I have everything set up on the other system, so whenever I get a flash drive, probably later today, we'll be moving some memory over to there, and we'll be going through the bonus dungeon, which will hopefully not crash. So as a reminder for people that might not have seen the beginning, there is a weird bug on the PS3, or at least my version of the PS3, with Tales of Destiny, where attempting the bonus dungeon will crash the game at some point. Specifically, I think when we fight the mage enemies in there. And while it is technically possible for me to clear it without the game crashing, the fact that I would have to go at least 20 or so floors in with no save is kind of horrible, because that would end up losing hours and hours of progress due to that crash, as there is literally zero way to save when you're doing the dungeon. So I would prefer not to have to go through that again, having learned that the hard way. So I'm like, I'm no interest in going and doing that again. I was like, man, I even tried doing the thing where I go to do time stop with Storm in order to progress further. But it was just inevitably she would get hit by something, and the time it takes for her to, when being uppercut, to land, the enemy will cast the spell that breaks the game. I don't even know what spell it is. It is yet to load, so I couldn't even tell you which one it is. I know it's the most powerful magic, Game Crash. The Magician is the unbeatable matchup. I think I managed to kill him like 8 or 9 times in a row, and he is a rapidly reoccurring enemy the higher you go into the higher stages. So I have never actually seen the end of the tower. I've gotten, I think, about to floor 30 was the highest I've ever pushed. And at some point I fought a mage, and at some point Time Stop did not fire for one reason or another, and then I died. It's like, okay. And that's the thing too, is that if there's a lot of them, they could be split on either side of the screen. So I could kill all the ones on my side and not realize that there's, you know, one kind of like mid-teleport and I can't figure out where he is. And then I can't kill him during time stop. That's also the worst. That just makes you shake your head. Just doing prep for now would be alright if you want to do bonus dungeon before beating story. I mean, for me, I have no preference. I mean, technically, when I beat the game the first time, according to Spell Absorber, I never actually beat the bonus dungeon when I originally beat the game. I am slightly lower level than I was when I did beat the game, but I think we are so overpowered it doesn't matter. Honestly, we could beat the boss right now. I could literally skip every single encounter. We would probably steamroll that boss. Because we have Blight and King, I have zero worries. I could literally disable the Storm and Blondie, and we would still solo that boss. I'm pretty sure. Like, that's how overpowered those two characters are at the moment. like they don't need anything else. His level 47 self will dunk the boss. Zero doubt. The only question is if the boss will get in a turn at all, or if I could stun lock him. But again, that's just like, just between those two characters, I think I have a stun lock. I don't need to play another character. I could. I can make Blondie do, I don't know, Light Spear, or a really long hitting move like Assassin. Actually, I don't think Assassin would work because they would go to Aerial. I would have to switch to maybe Flame Vortex. I need something that hits in the air. Yeah, I don't need the other characters at this point. They're superfluous. They just kind of help with clearing the rest of the dungeon. So okay, so one thing I just want to double check. So chat will decide a little bit more in terms of what to do from there. I mean, I would like to do the bonus dungeon, but I mean, like, if we also wait to do the bonus dungeon before beating the final boss, like, I think it will be exceptionally sad. I'm just gonna let you know, like, I don't think the boss can even hurt us. If we manage to beat the tower, there's pretty much no chance the boss has of hurting us. It'll be like, oh no, the boss did 200 damage to our, like, 6,800 health total. Whatever will I do? Especially because we might even get things like Excalibur or some other crazy weapon and dunk the boss. But don't get me wrong, I think we will refight the boss either way after the bonus dungeon, because I would like to show off, like, just how ludicrously overpowered it is. I just don't know if you want that to be your first impression of the final boss. But I'll leave it up to the chat, honestly. I don't care one way or another. So let me just verify one thing where the lens shop is. Okay, so now I know where the lens shop is. So while the chat decides, I'm at least gonna go to the lens shop, and I will try to show that off, just to show it off. So I'm already seeing conflicting information on how the lens shop works, chat. Don't you love that? I have 3 different things I was using for research, and all 3 of them say something different for this. This is amazing, chat. You know what, chat? Let's figure out if a guide is wrong. Let's do it, chat. Let's prove it. So I should not have enough to get an item. Let's make a note of this. I should not receive reverse doll according to certain guides online. So let's save here in case I need to reset and double check. Let's go correct the guide. So somewhere on this 3 is the lens shop. Okay, it's on the northern portion. I never found this lens shop while I was normally playing, as I went through the game with no guide on my first playthrough. And let me tell you, some of those puzzles were really annoying with no guide, as you can imagine. Especially the mistranslated one, which I didn't realize was mistranslated. I just thought I was bad at puzzles. I mean, I am, but that's not the reason I was wrong that time. Let's see, chat. So sometimes they say you can give them the lens and take an item and you get an item. Sometimes they say you shouldn't choose an item and you get an item. So you know what, chat? We're gonna do both. What happens if I reject an item? The question is, do I get anything? Let's talk to the Lens Pro. I'm a professional lens researcher. Will you sell your lens to me? Actually, I'll give you a fair deal for them. What do you say? Can we talk? Sure. Sometime while I count them. He is really quick at... That is a really quick count. Oh, you brought more than 1,000. There's some great stuff for you. Choose one of the 4 items below. So... this one is kind of interesting. So you can actually just get unlimited stat items in case you just feel like really breaking the game, by the way. I don't recommend going for the 1,000 point total, as at least all guides agree that if you have at least 100 lens, you will get something else entirely. Now, it says I should be able to cancel without accepting, so what happens if I do this? Interesting. So we got a reverse doll, so chat, we can officially say the wiki was wrong yet again. There we go, chat. Man, this Tales of Destiny wiki is terrible, chat. I'm so glad we took another source. Based off of the first time we came across discrepancies, I'm so glad. So we rejected it, and we got the item. Now we have to do proof to see if this other guide is accurate. Because if this other guide is accurate, I guess I could list it somewhere at the end. Now, for older games, there's a site called RPG Classics, and that's what I've used for some of the older RPG games that I've played through when I'm just looking for secrets and things like that. And generally, their information has been pretty much on point, because I feel like the people that did it spend a lot of time checking it, where things like some of the wikis and the game fact guides are just straight up inaccurate, chat. Like, just straight up lies. I just don't even know what to tell you. Like, it's not even close. So now we have to do the flip side. So if we accept an item, Will we still get the reverse stall? That's all I want to know, chat. We're disproving the information online with testing. Interesting. So because we only had 1,000, we didn't get the other item. That's very interesting to me, chat. So I wonder if during testing what somebody did is, I think to get the reverse stall, we only need maybe about 1,000 or so. I'm not sure if it's like if I have 2k, it splits the base minimum needed to get the item and counts it towards the number of lens you've handed him.
This is getting interesting.
But yeah, I would not have thought that. So let's just hand it over to him to get the other item. We don't need Red Sage. We're so overpowered. I haven't even used stat bonuses this entire game. Like, I really don't need bonus health. Yeah, we'll just hand it to him. That way we could shortcut our way to the next thing. So supposedly we could get it as low as 3,000. So we're just gonna give it to him. No, Chad, what do you, how do you feel about this? The wiki's wrong. I don't know what to tell you. It just, I'm looking at it, they say it needs this. I just tested it, it doesn't need that. Everything we know are lies, chat. Do I even have their thing open anymore? I think I closed it because I just gave up on them. Chat's just realizing I've just been sitting here with like every single sage since the beginning of the game. I mean, I just want you to know, like, that's how one-sided it is. I'm just letting you know, like, it's not fair. It's absolutely not fair, chat. Look at this. I don't even remember what agility does. Is that evade? I don't even know what that does in this game. I don't know. Or maybe it's accuracy to reduce evade? I'm not really sure. Yeah, we just have all these little bonuses here, chat. I mean, I guess we should spend it at some point. Oh, interesting. The sages aren't listed as a battle item. So in the later Tales games, they actually serve as a way as an alternative healing. So technically you could cheese certain encounters with bosses at low levels just by preserving these stat bonuses. Like, for example, the health ups. Because they also increase your health during battle. But it looks like you can't do that here, which is the thing. I mean, chat, we can add 10% to our TP total. Like, just shake your head. I could basically cap anybody's TP right now. I don't want to do Storm since she'll just naturally cap. She's the character I don't want to give this to. But anybody else I think is fair game. So chat, I want you to think about it. Who should be receiving these buffs? Should they be split across the board? Should they just go all to King because it's funny? Like, chat has to make a decision there. Actually, where am I? Do I not have any Sage? Oh no, it's down. Oh, because it's not our Sage, it's Red Sage. Oh, you got me, Tails. I was looking for it. I'm like, where's it at? Oh man, chat. I mean, we can make Storm even tankier. I mean, the protagonist doesn't need to be tankier. So I want chat to think about it. That's another thing chat has to think about. So for now, why don't we see how many battles we need to get the Mist Orb, as that is the only thing I'm really looking for to get from the lens shop specifically. Do I need this save file anymore? Don't recall what this was. Don't think I do. I don't think I'm gonna go back and show some of these other things. I think this is okay to save over at this point. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of alternate cutscenes and things of that nature, but a lot of them are probably not worth showing, just for the amount of time spent just to showcase it. I think the chat gets the general idea. Oh, I went to use skills like I had a skill button. Silly me. Oh. He knocked every single enemy beyond the one that I targeted. That sucked. Wow, he really can just instantly turn like that. That's so gross, chat. Why is he so good? How much lens do we get here? Ooh, only 25. See, that would take a long time. There has to be a better way to get lens. 25 lens is not gonna cut it. 100%. We need something that gives, like, at least 100. One moment, I'm just looking something up. If we get into another combat, that's fine. Yeah, we might have to go somewhere else for this. Yeah, I think I know where to go. So I did write down notes before starting today's session of where a good place would be for lens. And the answer to that is that Swordian lab we went to a few sessions back. I believe that actually had the best overall lens. So I think at one point we got like almost 200 lens from one of the encounters. And the plus side, in looking to get around 3,000 to show off the final item that I'm really looking for, we could go ahead and do that. So now I'm curious if we can even get a warrior symbol or not there. There's so many questions. When you have like inaccurate guides, you're like, is that actually an item you can get? Or so many questions, chat. Sorry about that. I'm just looking at one thing before I continue. I'm just looking at one thing, chat, before I go any further. So supposedly if I bring 3,000... I should get warrior symbol according to one guide, but the other guide is saying I should get Mist Orb. You know what, chat? We're gonna have to prove which one's enough. I was double checking just to make sure I wasn't like imagining things. They listed a range of 3,170 to 6,000 as warrior symbol. We handed over 1,106, so we need to go to... We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll go to 3,100 lens minimum. So that way, if we give them 4,200, that would be below the 5,000 that it lists to get the Mist Orb, but the other one doesn't mention that at all. Yeah, they have conflicting information as to how much lens you need to give them. So we're gonna do the proof for it. So I overshot. There we go. Chat's jealous of the conflicting information. Yeah, we just needed to get into fights here. The experience here was okay. Yeah, I think it was worse than the outside, but we're just looking to get some lens.
What?
Alright, I need King to just end the encounter. Oh, we're actually getting hit by spells? That could be dangerous, because my defense is 0. How much will this do to me? Only 900? That's it? I'm glad that he exploded basically everything instantly. Oh, I got healed. That was so nice of the AI, chat. Yeah, see that 224 experience. Actually, that's even more experience than normal, too. Wait a minute. I thought we were getting terrible experience in this place. Or is it just that fight that gives good experience? So at this rate, we only need to do about 12 encounters. That's not too bad. Apparently she had enough of Smog, chat. There we go, we beat it without skills, not too bad. Oh, so it's only that enemy that gives us a ton of lens. Okay. That's fine. That 48 lens is still better than what we could get on the outside. So we're already at 328, which is silly. So it said she learned a new spell. Oh, come on. Chat, come on. Black hole creates a black hole beneath the enemy. Like, okay, I guess we'll take a look. So again, the more fights we have to do here, the closer I am to learning Phoenix. So I guess we'll consider this prep for the game. Oh hey, it's the good encounter. This is a fight I don't think I could showcase it, because these enemies are slightly too aggressive. Oh, he got interrupted by fire, and that cancels his skill action. That sucks. Or else he would have ballistic there. Wow, that even hit me, even though I was off screen. Kinda nasty. Well, anyway, King had enough of the encounter. We got less lens for that fight than the previous one. Do they randomly drop different amounts of lens? I always thought it was a set amount. Huh. I guess the more you know, because I don't know why we would have gotten different lens in that scenario. So Blondie only really needs about 3 more fights to level again. That's not too bad. So, according to one guide, which we now have to question whether or not this is accurate at all, we will potentially gain Reverse Doll, which we got earlier for only giving 1,000. Warrior Symbol, which increases strength, it's not bad. Ooh, she actually has free reign to use Black Hole. Let's make her use Black Hole on one of these enemies. Wait, how did it survive? What a god, chat. I just want to watch Black Hole. What does this do? Does this do damage, or...? Oh, it just deletes the enemy. Oh, okay. It's the deletion spell. Got it. Just bye. Okay. That certainly seemed effective. It looked like it hit the whole screen and one-shot them. So anyway, the other items are Mist Orb, which I would like at some point. That would be cool. Strange Pouch, Mystic Symbol, so that would be how we could get our... Is that our 3rd or our 4th Mystic Symbol? I know we skipped one Mystic Symbol, so I lost track of whether or not we picked another one up or not. Then there's Scout Orb, and then supposedly Flare Cape. We will not be going all the way down to Flare Cape, as that requires, according to this, a minimum of 56,000 lens, which is not a really reasonable amount. But I feel like something like 5k we could get, and it wouldn't really be a stretch. Just like the Mystic Symbol, if we clear the tower, we'll probably be close to another 8,000, and we could see the other item. The other things just do not seem worth our time for grinding. I'm sure chat would agree. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and delete the enemy, chat. It's fine. It's the delete button. Oh, they actually survived that. Good for them. Oh wait, these things aren't fire element absorbing. Huh. I would have thought, because given that they look like floating fireballs, they absorb fire. Guess not, chat. Almost 4k? What? What is that damage, chat? Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? I should really just give her the other emerald at some point. Also, did we miss a level by 76 experience? Come on. Yeah, she would just take the oh, she's sitting with that 1/3. Yeah, that 1/3 TP consumption with her ludicrous 90 TP abilities. She's 100% getting it, chat. 100%. Yeah, she's just like, enemy be gone. Be gone, fool. I guess I can have him, like, hip attack this. As long as it interrupts it, that's all I care about. Oh, I hit a button like I could skip the animations, and I'm like, oh, nope, the modern games only. Wait, something actually survived Black Hole? How is that even possible? That looked like that did so much damage. It like... Okay, I don't know how that hitbox clipped that enemy behind him, but sure. I don't understand that at all. That was like voodoo magic right there, chat. Was his foot like a hitbox? Like that orb did not hit the enemy behind him at any point. That was just sure. Okay, apparently we're witnessing the original Smash Brothers hitboxes in action. Oh, I didn't even tell him to do that actually. That was all him. Oh, we're gonna get interrupted because of the guy in the back. That sucks. Oh, is he absorbing my TP? What a jerk. That's right, he does do that. Let's tell him to not do that. I was gonna say, the character on screen was straight up looking like Toon Link or something. The most generous hitbox I've ever seen. But get out of here. So I think it's these flames that give us more lens, because I think they just don't drop money. We'll Holy Wrath them, it's fine. Meanwhile, my hitbox has much to be desired. Oh, it still worked. 141 lens, not too bad. So we're about a third of the way there, and we keep leveling. Although I think that was the sword that leveled. Yeah, it was the sword that leveled. So in terms of raw experience, we're still pretty far behind where we need to be for the final skill. But hey, we're closer. Again, we're mostly just seeing if we get warrior symbol or not, and if we don't get warrior symbol, we just have to get, presumably another, or, excuse me, if we don't get Mist Orb, presumably we just have to donate another 1,000 or so. Oh, please interrupt the enemy stealing all of her TP. Oh, game. She's just getting hit repeatedly and not doing anything. There we go. Does she get it back if they die? No. That just kind of sucks. Because they did take like 50 TP from her. Oh, hey, we got an orange gel though. I guess that works. And again, like at this point, if she... I'm sorry, what? Is she getting 20 TP a level? So in 9 levels, she caps out on TP at this rate. Yes, no? Wasn't she only at like 803 or 804 before her previous leveled up? Like, she was not high in the 800s. I'm just saying that is an absurd amount of TP. So I don't think I need to bother with the TP ups with her at all. Silly, chat. Absolutely silly. It doesn't play by any of the rules. I don't like that that front one always teleports to me. Oh, it clipped him again. Oh. Wow, he just deleted that enemy, chat. Volt thrust, goodbye. See, that's the nice thing about King. Even his, like, cheaper skills still one-shot enemies. Like, it just makes no sense. Oh, it absorbs Black Hole. Oh, it's just straight up immune to it. That's why it survived it before. Yeah, like, look at that, chat. It would have done, like, almost 1,800 damage again. For his, like, 3 caustic TP move. Like, okay. Oh, King leveled? Oh, chat, this... Chat, he didn't need that level up. Come on. Also, Storm is leveling so hard, chat, that she almost has more health than King. Oh, Storm, never change. Just look at that beauty, chat. Oh, it's really thinking about it. Oh, don't tell me it crashed. Oh, it crashed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did it crash? I saw it loading the cutscene and I'm like, oh, let me just pause. No. Well, that died. That is so unfortunate. Listen, chat, I didn't go to the bonus dungeon to avoid the crash. And it crashed anyway. Oh my gosh. That is the worst. That is actually the worst luck I have ever seen. I have never crashed it on the menu before. Chat, I'm going back and clipping that. It's like, come on. Man, we were actually almost done, too. I was about to say, let's take a look at the levels, and then I was gonna say we were gonna go outside and save. In that order. I should have apparently saved first. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, let's look at her TP. It was 806, and she went to 23. Wow, so she gets 17 TP a level? I mean, that's still pretty silly. Hold on. I forgot if this is after we did the lens. Yeah, that sucks. We were so close, too. Apparently her portrait just breaks the game sometimes. I don't know why that happened. I was just gonna say question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know what we did to break it just then, but sure. Alright, well, we're gonna do the same thing as before. Alright, so one thing that makes me sad, and is in other games, but not this one with controls like this, normally, if you land too close to something, the thing will back up slightly to park itself. But alternatively, there's usually a reverse, even if it doesn't go really quickly, specifically for that scenario where I overshot it and ended up at the cave entrance. So I'm kind of missing that. I feel even like Final Fantasy VI let you reverse, but I could be mistaken. Secret of Mana, I'm pretty sure you can reverse. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while then, chat. I mean, I guess I could say we got something new I've never seen before. Just crashing on the status screen. Well, I think while I'm in here, chat, I will not open the status screen ever again. And we're just gonna get into more fights. Yeah, I want to move in such a way that I don't, like, move the camera too much. Maybe I'll just try to walk back and forth in the corner. Yeah, I wish there was a way to force certain encounters. Like, I only want this encounter. Okay, he interrupted the spell in time. That's good. There we go. Do the 1-2 combo. So yeah, if she gets 17 a level, how much would she need to cap? I couldn't tell if that was 11 or 12 more levels, but still, that's not a lot of levels to cap TP. Given how much experience she's already gaining, silliness, chat. I was distracted by I was attempting to verify when she receives her last ability. Oh hey, we haven't fought a lens golem before. Wait, chat, have we? I don't think we fought this enemy type before, right? Is this the first time? I'm pretty sure. I don't remember fighting a golem in this place ever. Maybe this will give us some good items. Wow, hip attack is so unfair. And that put them all together, too. Huh. I mean, I would like to fight more lens golem. Presumably, he's gonna give us a ton of lens. Look at its health total. Chat, he's got more than 4k health. How much health does this guy have? We're using the spectacle. Hold on a second, chat. What is his health total? 5k. What a god, chat. A perish. Alright, how much lens do we get for this? Fighting lens golem. Only 166? That's it? Oh, that was kind of disappointing. I was wondering if he was going to be like a rare, like, here's 1,000 lens. Because that would have made it up to me, chat. If that was like a super boss for lens, oh, that would have been so good. Oh yeah, here's the terrible skeletons I complained about last time. Is that their experience is just garbage. I don't know why they're even here. Like, we've fought like way harder like 3 or 4 dungeons ago. I just don't get why they spawn in here. They give more lens than some of the other bad fights, but still not a good amount. So yeah, I just triple checked, chat. So according to the inaccurate guide, level 75 is the last time Storm will learn an ability. We learn Black Hole. It says at 54. I'm not sure if she is actually 54 or not. So she'll basically have control over every element in the game, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't think she's missing an element at this point, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. She has Stone Wall for stone. She's got Thunderblade and Holy Wrath for light. Fire, she's got a few. Wind, I think she only has Cyclone. So she leveled there, regardless. Yeah, I think her weapon was slightly higher level than she was, or had more experience than she did. Okay, so that was actually accurate, surprisingly. Oh, Sika juggled. Direct. Then after this, at 61... the 61's probably the only one we'll realistically see if we do the bonus dungeon, is Tidal Wave, which attacks enemies with a deadly Tidal Wave. So she'll get another water move. The last one she's unlocked was Ice Tornado, which was quite a long time ago. Doesn't have a lot of spell power in general. Double checking. We're almost a third of the way there again. But apparently her final ability, the description of it is a combined attack consisting of Firestorm, Blizzard, Cyclone, and Stone Press. And it is a Quadra Elemental attack. It sounds really interesting, but I don't know if chat would want me to grind that much to get to it. I mean, I'll leave it to chat discretion, honestly. Wait, will that actually hit them from there? Also, I forgot that the white absorbs dark magic. Oops. I'll just do Cyclone. That's pretty safe. Oh well, those other flames should still die, because they're close enough. Wait, what? Wait, King's Ballistic can cancel spell damage? Because the flame that definitely got hit by Black Hole didn't take damage from that. Oh, that's another really nasty bug. That's good to know now, to not do that if there's spellcasting happening. Apparently, chat, there's like a frame between when the spell ends and they receive damage that I guess, because Ballistic is instacast, it just overwrites it? We're learning all sorts of new things today, chat. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never seen that happen in either playthrough that I've done through. One on the personal, and then obviously one on what we're watching now. Craziness, chat. So many bugs. The power of Ballistic is too strong. It could just make you immune to damage. So actually, now that makes me kind of curious. If an enemy is spellcasting on me and I use Ballistic, do I dodge all damage because I cancel the damage frame? Does King secretly have, like, godlike immunity? Is that why King, like, never dies when we're in different combat encounters? I don't know if it cancels it, if it would cancel it just for him or for everybody. That's the real question. Will something actually survive that? Good on that enemy. Got another orange gel. I'm kind of scared to menu, but I need to see what my lens total is. Oh, we're still pretty far behind. That's a shame. Yeah, I want to go like back and forth here so I don't move the camera as much. Why am I using fire magic? I was like, wait a minute. Wrong character. I could just have him Hurricane the front line. That should be good. I know, the game doesn't want it to be completed. It's like, no, Tails for all eternity. Wow, his Hurricane went on for so long it killed 2 different enemies. So unfair, chat. So we're now at the 1/3 point, which is a shame, because at this point we would have been at 2/3 or 3/3. There we go. We're gonna minimize how much I move the screen. That's for you, chat. So, gradually, in the background, Karen has been absorbing experience. We should probably take a look at what her skills have brought her so far. As she does get an ability that I did enjoy in the bonus tower. But I don't think she's anywhere near the right level. Wow, that did 4K. That's kind of crazy, actually. Oh. Wait, did I jump the explosion? Oh, I did. Oh, that was actually well placed then. Good job, me. I did it. I'm a little concerned because I'm getting low on health. What we're gonna do is we're gonna leave, and I'm gonna save, then I'm gonna menu. Right, chat? We don't trust it. Let's see. Will this crash again? No, see, it loaded it this time. Just gotta check, chat. Oh, she's only 41? Oh, man. That's actually horrible. I guess we could use her here. Her cure! Yeah, I was like, I guess we just caught it. It just couldn't load the image in time, and it just crashed. So, I don't think Gar has learned any abilities. His final spell is at 45. So, once he gets around that point, he'll actually have every ability he'll have in the game. I'm not really sure why some characters get so many more spells per level compared to others. Like, why is Gar's final ability at 45? Like, that's so low, right, chat? Like, in terms of spells. I mean, I could see why the protagonist might be lower, because he has all those melee moves that he unlocks. They don't want to, like, completely overload him. Even though he is very much overloaded. It's weird that Guard doesn't really learn anything. Like, what does he even have now? Just up to Cyclone? Yeah, so we don't see anything new there. I mean, I do like him with Arrow Storm with the bow. Maybe we'll show that off at some point. But like on the flip side, it's like, why would I use an archer when I can freeze time and body every enemy? Oh, I thought I used King's Ballistic, but I think I just used Black Hole by accident. Oh, goodbye, every enemy. Hope you're enjoying the show so far, Chris, despite the crazy, crazy crashes and weird damage bugs. Every time we only get the 63 lens, that's where I feel it's gonna take forever. That is a bit unfortunate. We're almost there. And again, I'm just checking our experience. So King will level pretty soon. And then within 3 or 4 fights, we'll be caught up to where we were earlier. Definitely an air of unpredictability. I definitely agree with that. So while I deal with this enemy, I'm going to tell him to just Hurricane everything out of existence, because Hurricane broken. Then I'll tell her to just do... She's like Cyclone or something. This is going about how I want it to go. Oh, that didn't actually kill them. That sucks. So, unfortunately, we're getting the worst fights for Lens. Again, still better than going outside, because outside we were not getting more than 20. But it's obviously not the 200-something that can occur here. I mean, at least this fight's pretty easy. I'll take that, at least. I remember King leveling last time, but I don't think we took a look at what his stats were. Wow, so he went up 94 health a level and 13 TP. So he gets 4 less TP a level than Storm does. And he started with way less. So that kind of makes sense. I mean, we'll take it. I mean, that's just like... That should be enough to increase every time he ends an encounter 1 extra TP after every fight, which is good. I'd like him to spam Ballistic without us needing to use items more often. And Chelsea Press Storm. I mean, she's definitely going to cap at this rate. It's kind of silly, really. Oh, man. Okay, so keep in mind, chat, she's at 821 TP and 5167 health. Of course she's going to level again, chat. Of course she is. And again, the more raw levels we give to Blight, he will not be taking the cost down Emerald, so he'll actually technically have some of the most expensive skills. Going into special by accident. There we go. So he'll need every TP he could get from level up. And if it increases his overall damage with skills, that's also good too. We'll probably be relying on him as the team healer. Otherwise, we would probably be using Karen, who would be getting the ability above Nurse, which I think is just called Revive. I forget if it literally revives them or not. That I don't recall. Alright, now let's take a look at her TP. She's now at 836, which doesn't seem like as big of a jump. Huh. Now she's at 5261 health. Yeah, I feel like she got way less there. Wait, what happened? I'm confused. Huh. Oh well. You think a move named Revive would revive, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. I mean, it's Tales of Destiny. I don't know what to expect sometimes. I mean, sometimes we're looking at status menus, and other times we're looking at blue screen of death. Let's never know. Gotta spin the wheel, chat. Light with the 666 TP, nice. Best TP total, chat. Take another look at that. Look at that beautiful TP total. Hey, we're halfway there. Not bad. How are we doing in terms of levels? Oh, we've almost hit 53? Hey! We might be able to disprove one of the guides as to how much minimum lens you need. I think we said we're going for a 3100. And then we'll also get our final skill. That's kind of nice. Give the chat a chance to bet on the contest. Or by the contest, I mean bet on the quiz. You'll have one last quiz to round out the game. Oh, 166 lens. That's good. See, if we could get more of those fights, that would be good for us. There we go. There's the Tales of Destiny encounter rate we were trying to avoid earlier. Chat, you know what's crazy to me? We could still increase the encounter rate higher. I don't know why we would do that. I'm not even sure what they would ask you at this point, but I guess we'll find out together. Oh hey! Protagonist is finally over 5,000 health. That'll actually help in the final dungeon. Like, right now, Gar and Karen would probably get 2-shot. Some spells do a lot of damage in there. Like, depending on what gear they have, I've seen spells do like 1,200, or multi-hit moves do like almost 3k. So I feel like right now, just due to the fact that their stats are low and they have low health, would just kill them instantly. It's just been getting tougher and tougher. Oh, we almost got all of them in one try. So close. So I'm liking Blight's TP total for the dungeon, because he should be getting enough to basically get a free revive, or not revive, a free team heal every battle. So we might actually not have to worry too much about items, in terms of healing anyway. Let's see, his skill normally costs 18. Yeah, we could get like at least 2, I think, every encounter. That's pretty good. And if he uses his golden voice, I think he just loses 2 TP at the moment, maybe. So this is one where I have to think about what would be best on them. See, I don't really have a strong AoE that is not fire damage. I think that's our big problem right now. Like, if we had learned Tidal Wave, this is exactly where I would have used Tidal Wave, because we have enemies that are resistant to fire, but I need to hit a big area. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of nuke them the best that we can. This should soften them up, so they should all die to the ballistic. And they did. Oh wow, Blight actually decided to do something with all of his skills disabled and slap the enemy from existence. Hey, 224 lens, that's good. And we've leveled yet again. So yeah, this is looking good. We're at 2,000 lens, we need 3,100, so getting close. So our protagonist will level in 40,000 experience. If we're getting about 6,000 level or 6,000 experience in encounter, we're gonna need 7 battles. That's assuming it's 2,000. If it's slightly under 2,000, it still pans out to 7 battles. That's not too bad. So we'll actually be able to get the final skill after this. And you can also see why I don't really want to grind lens. Hey, this works. And we're getting even more cash, and we have nothing really to do with it at all. I mean, I guess I could get more seeds. I guess we could just buy 10,000 gold seeds. We need more Terras. Hello, Rob. Hope you're doing well. Good job beating that skeleton and Poofball. Thank you, Rob. I was gonna say, today has been kind of a mix of expectations. We have lying online guides. We have we had a game crash that I was not expecting. And this is actually a pretty bad lineup of enemies because I only have one character that can actually attack. And he is not paying attention to what I'm telling him to do. This is really bad. I really need him to do something. Please attack. Thank you. There we go. This guy I think I can attack. Hopefully he interrupts that. He did not interrupt it. Ooh, they're getting low on health, chat. It's a little concerning. Please don't die, Storm. That would be such a waste of items. So I think at this rate we've almost cleared our goal of preparing for the bonus dungeon. Now I was thinking for what to do for the remainder of the time, since I don't think it will take another 2.5 hours to complete what we're doing. I'm thinking we'll test out a different setup I have, because I actually just finished setting up a 3DS connection. The OBS and things like that. I'm thinking, chat, if we want to potentially play 3DS games in the future on stream, that should be doable. I'll be taking the chat's opinion, I think, post the primary stream. Goodbye, enemies. Oh wait, this is one I can actually attack, because they don't just absorb my weapon damage. We're so close, chat. 3,000 lens. We're out of here. We won't have to see this place ever again. Oh, it actually missed that one? Interesting. Thank you, King. He did his job, chat. I didn't have to tell him to use the skill. Blight leveled, so he no longer has the fantastic 666 TP. Now it's 681. What a shame, chat. So hey, we need approximately 4 more battles to hit level 54. And we're still kind of far behind when it comes to lens. But you know what, chat? We're not going to risk another really random crash, so we're just going to go ahead and save. I would like to not have to redo, like, 20 minutes of fights. And then with that, I guess we'll bet on whether or not you could do the quiz for the final ability. I love how hard our evade is that I just auto-block everything. Like, I didn't hit block there, chat. Just to clarify, the game auto-blocked for me due to our ridiculous evade. So, thank you, evade stat. Anything that makes me need to press less buttons, I do appreciate. So, I believe that puts us close to 2,400 lens. So we need about 700 more still. So close, chat. Keeping in mind we have that triple experience on 3 different characters, the only character not benefiting from it at the moment is King. So even though we've reduced our defense to 0, the enemy is still not doing too much. Unless it's that white flame combination. And that's just kind of horrible. Yeah, let's just kill both of those. Just thrust repeatedly since we can't use our TP. There we go. Excellent. I just looked over there and I'm like, oh no, chat. Storm leveled? Come on. She doesn't need levels, chat. Look at that TP total. Look at that 853, chat. She's eclipsed our party in TP. It's so silly. Speaking of which, we should level into 2 more battles. We're almost at 2,500 lens. Hopefully we could get a 200 lens battle. We haven't received one of those in a while. It is indeed a lot of toilet paper, Rob. We apparently have 427 active toilet papers. It's terrible. What are we gonna do with all that? I'm sorry, did he just like one-shot the flame? Oh, King, you're so broken. Recorded for the next pandemic? Maybe. Oh man, we keep getting low lens battles. That's such a shame. I mean, how else can we prove or disprove what this item is at 3,000 lens? So close. Okay, fairly easy encounter. I think we'll have him ballistic the back line. And you know what? We'll just black hole the middle. That should be fine. Aw, he missed the far enemy, but that's okay. Black Hole will just kill this thing instantly. Just so much damage. Damage totaled, who knows? It's just Black Hole just killed it. That's all that matters. Oof. Another low lens battle. But hey, we'll take the experience. We do need the experience to unlock the final ability. It's gonna run back and forth until the game decides to give it to us. Man, chat, we are just getting really unlucky with the fights. I feel like earlier we were getting the flames more commonly. Now we just keep getting red ropers, which I really don't want to see, because they kill our TP. Okay, well, I'll let Storm rest and recover more TP via clearing the battle. Oh, I think we hit 54. Technically, we could detour for the final ability, but I think we'll go a little longer, trying to get the 3k while we're in here. And then presumably while attempting to get to the other place, we'll be getting around, let's say 100. Maybe we could get the 100 lens from the other location. Well, this fight's worth 70 TP. Or not TP, 70 lens. That's not too bad. But yeah, we're just slowly crawling up that number total. Stupid skeletons. Yeah, I'm still not entirely certain why there is a sentient cloud fighting us. The pollution is real, apparently. Smog is trying to kill us, very literally. Craziness, chat. Yep, killer smog again. Oh, it can actually poison us? Oh, that sucks. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I feel like it hasn't poisoned me in so long that I just completely forgot I could do it, because I haven't had to cure it in quite some time. Let's see, 61 will get Tidal Wave, but I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. That's not a spell. Let's try that again. Rocco left Dreamland after getting its gaseous bucket kicked by Kirby, then through time and ended up in Tales of Destiny. I mean, it kind of does remind me of that. Rob is saying every JRPG has a generic enemy blob. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to that. I'm trying to think of any game that did not have a generic slime monster. Nothing is coming to mind. Also, I almost swear for like a frame there because like the flame was raising its arms. I thought it was flipping us off for a second. Okay, so I think our sword leveled up again, which is really unnecessary because we're already one of the most damaging characters in the game. But yeah, we just need a little more. Yeah, like, even games with, like, non-traditional monsters still usually have a slime of some sort. Remember that tentacle blob thing from Tales of Symphonia? Nice to see it again. Missed him. The Roper enemy. He does love to give hugs in this game. They usually paralyze me and wreck me. But we've been kind of ignoring them. Hope you are doing well, Rob. We're just kind of messing around. So we're in extreme post-game. We could beat the game at any time at this point, but we're deciding we're gonna prepare for the bonus dungeon. And we'll finish off different things. Now, the plus side is that we'll actually be showing off a glitch, which doesn't require too much setup. So this will be a reward for watching the random combat encounters, is you're gonna see one of the dumbest glitches in Tales of Destiny. And there's a lot of glitches in Tales of Destiny, but I promise you this is one of the dumbest. And it involves us having the final skill, which we now can have because we just leveled to 54. I think at some point, Rob, we will end up playing Tales of Symphonia. Not sure when that'll be, because I've been playing them so far. I started with the modern ones of Zestiria into Berseria, then I went back to Tales of Destiny. But I think we'll be making our way eventually up to the GameCube game, or actually, guess more accurately, the Steam version of the GameCube release. Hey, we got over 3,000 lens. We're done. Need to try and beat Symphonia before you start it? Well, I mean, you have a lot of time. You could technically play along when I'm playing along. It's on hold until after you beat East 9. I almost thought that... I don't know why I said IX. My brain didn't want to translate the Roman numerals there. Still waking up a little bit. So we have attained over 3,000 lens. So we could go see if indeed online sources are correct or incorrect. King is almost 49, which is... Honestly, he could have beaten the game at, like, level 28. He could beat it almost as soon as you get him, to be honest. Let's see. We're now 54, so we could go ahead and do the quiz. So what I think I will do is I will open up a contest. The chat gets to decide whether or not you feel confidence in guessing questions related to moves in this game. Let's go ahead and copy this out. I'm going to reduce the minimum bet to... that's probably okay. Say 50 for the minimum bet. So I'm going to leave this open for a few minutes so chat can decide whether or not they believe in themselves or they will fail terribly. And let's see. If you guessed correctly, how many points are you playing for today? At random. Ooh, 6,000. That is a pretty hefty amount of points to get. So they're asking us to go to the final dungeon. No, I do not want to go to the final dungeon. Okay, to reduce how many encounters I'm going to be in, I believe I could just fly over here and we could go to this temple. I'm expecting to get into one encounter. Yep, there we go. There we go. See, this is why I didn't go to 3,100 immediately. I had a feeling we would get into a fight on the way here. Oh, wait, it's these terrible enemies. Wait, do they even give us lens? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I forgot about that. 14 lens? You know what? That's still putting us pretty close. Rob's like, let me do it. I'm in the chat. I mean, sometimes you might have... Oh, Rob's betting yes. You only have 50 Ziggledies. Oh, did I not move over your points from before? Because I feel like you should have had more. I'll have to double check, Rob. Because you get points automatically for following. I think it was on the other system.
Is that a monolith?
It is indeed a monolith. You can have 0 in a sec. Okay, the quadra kill with 1 slice did entertain me. So again, we're pretty close to 3,100. Which is about what I wanted to leave at. Yeah, we just need 33 more lens. We'll probably have it on the way out. So I'm going to go ahead and seal off the bets. I'll give chat a few more seconds. If anybody else is watching wants to join in. You have 3, 2, 1, and now I am officially closing it. Okay. So I should have everything I need to start this. So let's confirm this. Words are engraved on the monument. Okay, that's a good sign. It's giving us text. Oh, chat, this is a great starting question. I feel larger for some reason. What is its name? Well, I think we did actually show that. I'm assuming this is asking for a spell name and not an item name, but I guess we'll find out in a moment. We did use this in the previous stream. I have not used it recently because I don't feel like it's worth it in general, but we'll give the chat a few more seconds to look at the question, and then I think we'll go into the multiple choice selection. So there is Flood, Volcano, Giant, or Destroyer. Ooh, I think they're tossing you a softball, chat, but you still have to decide what the answer is. You're right, it's Flood. You got it, chat. You're right. Yeah, see, I thought they were gonna make it, I thought they were gonna put like I thought they were gonna put Grow or other things in there, because there are other items that do make you big, and it could have been really ambiguous. But Rob is saying giant. We'll trust Rob. We'll trust Rob. Let's see, next question. A flame that spans the skies like a phoenix in flight. What is its name? Wait. Wait, what? Wait, is it asking it? Chad, I'm looking at this question and I'm like, is it asking the name of the skill we haven't unlocked, or is it asking for another name that confusingly uses another skill name in its question? That's one thing I don't like about the quiz questions here, is that there are skills with certain words used in that sentence, and I'm confused when I read that. So now I'm really curious what the multiple choice question responses happen to be. So I'll read it one more time. A flame that spans the skies like a phoenix in flight. What is its name? Let's see what options it gives us. Okay. I was gonna say, if it... So chat, as a semi-spoiler, there is a skill in the game called Phoenix. So it's like, is it asking about Phoenix? It's not asking about Phoenix. But there is a move, I think, that does equate to that. So this one's a little trickier, I would say. This one is not as obvious. I think from my own personal guesses, I can eliminate two. I can eliminate two, I think, right away. The other two, I'm like, I think there's technically a bird in the icon of one of these. And I won't say which one it is. So you're saying it's a fire spell? So that's not a good sign. That's a fire. It's a fire special. None of these are actually spells. So that's concerning. all these are skills the protagonist has. Every single one of these. Because if you remember, Assassin we got from the last monument. Dragon Toss we got from the Linnea village, which was like the uppercut move. Rob would assume Spin Flare because that's the only one that sounds like fire. I mean, it's not a bad guess. So we'll see if Chris has any other opinions towards it, or if we'll see if Rob saves the day with his double choice. Because technically 3 out of 4 of these moves are fire damage. One of them just straight up isn't, so that's the easiest one to reduce it. Go with Rob's answer. Oh, we're betting all on Rob. Double down. Rob was correct. It was indeed Spin Flare. Look at that, Rob. You're a natural. So it says, a phoenix only appears before those who possess great powers. Yeah, congratulations. We're picking the winner. Rob is the winner, so you split that 6,000 points, so you should have quite a bit now. So Rob went from 50 to, like, I think, like, 3k, maybe? Maybe 2k? Good job, Rob. You did it. We believed in you. So this is why it was confusing to me, because the ability we unlocked, chat, is called Phoenix. Which is confusing because they referred to it as the Phoenix in the sky, and I'm like, but there's a skill called Phoenix. I'm confused. So for me, I would have been like, what? What? Don't describe things with Phoenix if it doesn't have Phoenix. But yeah, Spin Flare technically does have a Phoenix in the rising part of the animation, and I think it has a different move in other Tales games. This game translates some of the skill names a bit oddly. Like, I think the one that's called Spin Flare, I think just get called Rising Phoenix. The other games. It's not Rising Falcon, but it's very similar to it. It's like the fire version of Rising Falcon. Anyway, we attained a final skill for us. Let's go take a look at it. So we have now completed every skill and every grab. It says the user's body enlarges and executes Spin Flare. Well, it's not lying. It is quite ridiculous. Let's showcase it once. And then I think we'll set up for the glitch in a little bit. So why don't we go to the lens shop? Since we did also collect all that lands. And we'll get into a fight, I think, on that island. There you go, Rob. Master of Tails quizzes. We're gonna land on the Giant 3 island. Excuse me, backwards 3. Oh no, it's the right way of the 3, never mind. I was looking at it from the wrong way. Alright, so what ability did I assign it to? Up? Okay. Watch this, chat. Oh, I can't do it because I have the Dark Seal. I trolled myself. I made a note to unequip Dark Seal so I could use skills, but I didn't read the note. 0 out of 10 of note-taking, chat. I know, it's a great attack. Just stand there and stare at the enemy for 60 TP. 10 out of 10. Would change nothing. Alright, so let's go disable that so we can actually see it. And this will hopefully give us the 40 lens that we need, maybe? Question mark? Oh, we're a little shy. Oh, we need to do another fight anyway for 3100. This works. It's all part of the master plan, chat. Yeah, see that? I still need 10 more lens. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh, chat. What is going on with Tales of Destiny today? One moment. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with it. It crashed again. I was like, are you feeling okay, Tales of Destiny? It is really not loading items for some reason. So we went from literally no crashes all game to 2 crashes in one stream. That's terrible. That is actually terrible luck, chat. Well, I now have to think about when we last saved. As we did make a lot of progress, but did I save when we had the lens is the question. Or did I only save when we were part of the way there? Okay, we saved when I had most of the lens. Okay, that's not too bad. We're gonna go redo that then. Man, chat, it is like, I don't know what it is. It just given up today. So it's supposed to give now loading and then wait for the item, but presumably something's not quite right with the PlayStation. And it just can't do it. It just fails. So we'll refight these enemies. Time for another bet. Yeah, I don't know about that, Rob, but we'll just quickly kill these enemies. I mean, chat, at least you can see why I save so often in games like Onimusha. See, now it's justified. Like, had I not saved when we left the other place, we would have lost all that progress again. Silliness. You do it, Tails. I still love that I feel larger for some reason. That's the best. I guess the reason you need the giant disc is because you wouldn't know the answer to the quiz question, I guess was their thought process. But still, that's very strange. It's just like, it gives us a skill that requires us to learn a spell that we don't normally learn in order to use it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I do love the sprite interact. Oh, there's the Peach Bomber being used by King. Oh, that makes sense. We were just comparing the broken hitboxes to Smash earlier, Rob, and now we have Princess Peach, aka King. He's just side-being everywhere. It's terrible. Okay, so this time we are going to save while on the island, so I don't have to do that again. The proportions on the Rack Baboons are all kinds of wacky. Definitely, especially when they get hit, then they get even more exaggerated. Okay, so we're gonna land. We need to get into about 2 battles. And just so that we don't have to do that little trek again, we're gonna save. Like, you feeling okay there, Tails? Oh, you loaded it that time. There we go. Let's see. I guess I could just equip the Emerald Ring or something for now. I think I have to reassign this. Yep. Alright, so this is take 2. Now let's see what this ability actually does. Hopefully they're all in front of me. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target like this one and do this. Watch this, chat. wait, he just interrupts our ability? Okay, what a cheater. I love it. That ability is so many levels unfair. There is no counter to this. It is one of the strongest abilities in the game. Yes, while hitting the enemy, he walked up and kill steal. King is a god, chat. Listen, King wanted that kill. I was not worthy of the kill. What's that called in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I mean, apparently turn into Dark Phoenix. Like an assist. I could think of Jean Grey using the Firebird, literally. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Unless you're thinking of like Doctor Strange's assist or something. That also kind of looks like a bird for one of his, I think. That ability is just so dumb. So anyway, Phoenix right there is how we're gonna clear the bonus dungeon. So you can see why I wanted to wait until we got that. This is just absolutely silly. When one of your characters jumps in and joins the combo. I mean, there's the assist button, then there can be, depending on the tag system, you can have the dual tag, where you have two tag partners out at once, or there's the tag swap, where mid-combo, you just kind of end your combo and the other person comes in, or it could be, yes, team hyper combo, where multiple supers are coming out, or you just do the tag swap during the hyper combo. I don't know if there's a specific term, if it's just when you partner swap with during a super. So anyway, chat, we have 3, 1, 2, 3. So according to this, we should get the other item we're looking for. So we get to see, chat, is the wiki a filthy liar? Let's go find out, chat. So according to the wiki, we should get warrior symbol. According to another guide, we should instead be getting Mist Orb. I would prefer Mist Orb, but let's see what it gives us. Alright, so we're gonna come in again, and we're gonna hand over 3k and see what he says. You brought an amazing number of lens. I respect your tremendous effort. Choose one of the 4 items below. So if we want to get those summon items repeatedly, this is like the easiest way to get Ifrit, which I think is the best of them. But we're gonna see what happens when we reject the reward. Okay, so what is he gonna give us, chat? Well, actually, you know what? We should actually take a bet on this. Chat, what item do you think it's actually gonna give us? Why not, chat? We can make it a bet. I don't know what it's gonna give. Let's just do a quick bet. We'll just do 1 minute bet. We'll say minimum bet for 50. Why not? Don't have to bet for that much. What item will drop from Lens Shop? One moment, chat. So option number 1 will be warrior symbol. Actually, let's make it simple. Actually, instead of which item, and so I don't have to type it out each time. Will warrior symbol drop from Lens Shop? That way I don't have to rewrite any of that. That's much easier. That way you could just bet yes, no, and not have to type out the item. So let's get it started. You have 1 minute as of now. Let's see. How much are you betting for additional points? Wow, another 6,000. So for clarity, I am just hitting a command on the Stream Deck to randomize it, but we got the same number twice, so whatever. Give a little bit of time to think, chat. Hopefully even with stream delay, there should be enough time to think about it. So the wiki is saying that it should be a warrior symbol. The other one is saying that it should be Mist Orb. See what the chat feels. Ooh, betting on yes. Nope, you have to bet more than 0, Rob. No scamming. Alright, so we got 2 bets on 50. Well, we'll let it close out naturally. Can you change your vote? I think you can change your vote, maybe. I'm not sure. I've never tried changing my vote once I've tried before. But it's too late anyway, it's gotta close. Let's see, what item will it give us? Let's find out, chat. Alright, well, we did get an item, so that was confirmed. Oh, it was a warrior symbol! Oh man, chat, everything we know are just lies. Every place is wrong. They're both right and both wrong. I don't know what to say. Well, that was a good guess. Apparently Rob is on fire today. He's gotten every contest, every quiz. The wiki was actually right. I know, this is the first time in, I don't know, 6 different occasions where we had questions and something didn't match. So wow, chat, give the wiki a round of applause. It finally got it right. So we're gonna pick the winner, so congratulations. Looks like everybody is rolling in the points this time around. Now I'm kind of curious how many points Rob has. Or just his 50-point time to shine. Let's see. Oh, because he's only been betting 50 points. That's right. So he's not getting as many points overall. So Chris is still taking a majority of the points. But still, you're up to 319 points. I keep forgetting, based off the ratio of who bets, they've been absorbing the points. So Chris has actually been catching up. Chris is looking like he's just a little shy of 170,000 points now. Just eating all the points. Good job, Rob. Yeah, we got a warrior symbol. Yep, point thief. Let's see. So, just to show off the warrior symbol that we got, it's another thing that increases strength by 10%. I mean, it's okay, but nothing to write home about. Beat him someday. That would be quite impressive. Maybe if Chris bets like 160,000 points, then you'll catch up. Gotta even the playing field. So I think in terms of things left to do before bonus dungeon on a separate day, there's one more thing we can show off, and I'm gonna save here, so I don't have to go through that process again. So I guess if we get another 1,000 lens or so, we can get the Mist Orb. So I think what we should do... should I go to the sorting lab again? I don't really want to, but I probably should. Let me think about this, chat. I need to do something very specific, so I don't want either of these things to trigger while I'm setting up for the glitch. Okay, so I need to be in a very specific state when I'm using Phoenix. Let's see if this works. Okay, okay, I'm just gonna state this again. I get so confused looking for items in this game because I'm looking for Rotten Orange, which is RO, but because it abbreviates it here, it's R.Orange, and R.Orange is before any of the other R's. So it's like, where's the Rotten Orange? So I need this to actually poison me. Okay, so it did poison me eventually. I need to get poisoned and take more damage. Yeah, the only person that shouldn't die is King. King is the only person that 100% should not get hit by this. Let me use Cloak, because I need to just kind of reset the encounter rate every now and then. So we're going to walk back and forth to lose health. I need to get as low as possible before combat. Oh, this is almost perfect for the glitch. If I could get it to literally 1 health, it's the best. This might be a little too early. Yeah, see, I need to get injured again. Oh, I don't want to get... Don't get paralyzed. Alright, now I can do the glitch. So, I'm gonna hit Phoenix. Oh, there's the glitch. So chat, when I'm dead during Phoenix, the graphic never goes away. It constantly does damage. It kills everything. It's so dumb. I love it. It's my favorite glitch, chat. It literally does infinite hits, infinite damage. It kills them instantly. Now, the more broken thing I couldn't show off because we did so much damage, but I promise you this is also a thing, and we will show this off, hopefully on a boss at some point, is that if you are revived while you are dead with Phoenix, that damaging aura we have around us never goes away, because technically we died and canceled the part of the animation that would remove it. So we could just walk around as normal and do other abilities while that ability is still active. And that is one of my favorite glitches. I came across that in the original playthrough because there are enemies that like to poison in the later dungeon, and I just found it so funny. It's just like, this is so dumb. I'm killing them while dead. And again, revival doesn't break it for some reason. I know. That, to me, is the funniest thing. It really is. So, if you're wondering why I said, like, the boss has no chance between Blight and King, and it doesn't matter what I do with the other character, if for whatever reason we are going to be put in a state where we would take damage while we're normally invincible during Phoenix, aka taking poison damage while we are in the Phoenix skill, we can just break the game. It's fine. So as long as we die while the bird part is active, that's good enough. You could get some weird glitches where you see he went off screen to the far left. You could actually die off screen, and that really confuses the game. So we'll probably see a couple different versions of that as we go to mess with it later on in the game. But I feel like that was definitely the highlight of the stream of Tales. It's gonna be very hard to top that silliness. But yeah, so you could just forever be Firebird. So silly, chat. So we're gonna go ahead and reset since I don't feel like being dead. So if you're wondering why I collected all those rotten items earlier in the game and why I was like, they have a purpose, it's specifically to give myself poison before the final boss. So that way we could just cheese that entire encounter. It's so unfair, chat. So we have a lot of attempts at getting poison, which is kind of nice. And again, we have a save point, I think, right before the final boss as well. So if we just want to cheese the final boss, we can show that off. So I think the only thing we need to do now is get 100 lens. I guess before formally closing the Tales of Destiny portion of the stream, we'll just go back to the Swordian Lab to get that extra 1,000. Does that mean apparently the wiki is right, chat? It says we need 5,046. So I think I've entered a grand total of, if I had to guess, around 5,200, but we'll still do a solid 1K just to get the Mist Orb. Because I would like to not get into any encounters in the final dungeon. Like, we really don't need to do any more fights. Oh, why am I going there? That's... Overshot it again. There we go. It's very intended. 10 out of 10. Best mechanic. I guess I could seal myself again. Remove all of our special abilities and defense. That's fine. We need more experience anyway. It's fine. Oh, Storm. She just complete... John, I'm just looking at the difference between the amount of experience King has and Storm has, and that is so unfair. Actually, look at the difference of experience between Storm and Karen, or Gar. Wow, that's actually kind of gross. She's got more than triple their experience. Oh, chat, they are forever unloved. Such a shame, chat. So yeah, let's just go for another 1,000, see if we could get the Mist Orb. Then I think we'll leave. And I think after this, chat, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up testing a different setup. See what the chat thinks, how it could be improved. Or we do any formal games with it, I suppose. Oh, she exploded the smog. I'm sure that works, I guess. Oh my god. I'm just laughing because, like, she just keeps leveling. Now she's getting 42 TP. Look at that TP. He's gonna cap at 999 at this rate. I was gonna say, chat, remember when we put that challenge to ourselves to go with, like, just one armor per person? We basically got all the way to the end of the game just doing that. I think I only really broke that on the, terraforming. But yeah, I don't think there's anything we could do to make the AI have a chance against us. Considering they can't beat me when I have D-Seal, which literally sets my defense to 0. It's kind of sad. Like, they sort of injured me there, I guess. So yeah, I was definitely thinking at some point, I'm not sure I'll do a full, like, playthrough of it, but I guess to show it off, I was thinking I would show the game Etrian Mystery Dungeon, because I mentioned it in the other stream, and now I'm like, man, I always wanted to go back and play that game. So I'm a pretty big fan of the Etrian series in general. I really like the music, because it's by one of my favorite composers. And I feel like the game, yeah, the game soundtrack is phenomenal. It really is. Like, the game itself, I'm like between like a 7 and maybe like an 8 in terms of overall score, but that music is 10 out of 10. It's so good. Yeah, I want to say his name was offhand. I always forget, but I want to say it's like Yozo Kozuhiro or something. It's very close to that. Rob is correct. He did do the Streets of Rage. He also did, I want to say ActRaiser, because I didn't realize this, but apparently his family worked on that game. So his family is involved in many different things in game design, and I'm like, oh. It's one of those weird fun facts. Yeah, we met the composer of the Tales series in the previous stream session. She's using Explode on Ray. I mean, technically it doesn't absorb that. I guess that works. But yeah, that soundtrack is so good. It's the Token Moai head enemy. I mean, you're not wrong. I was thinking it, like, the colors of that one in particular, very much so. I don't know if I would have thought of it when we were fighting, like, the Ice Golem version of that enemy, but this one very much. I agree, Rob. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe after we do some testing of the setup, and if the chat thinks it's okay, I mean, I guess I could always change it in the future. We could just briefly do Etrian Mystery Dungeon. Because at this point, I have nothing else to do in the game until I get the ability to transfer data. Which I promise I will do later today. So that way I can transfer the PS3 data to a different system to get past a known crash experienced by me. And, which I don't see online, by the way, so I feel bad if anybody were to play this on the PS3. They also go to the same point and lose all their data. So we're about halfway there. Not too bad in terms of lens. Oh yeah, chat, I never got a response. Who's receiving all of our stat buffs, by the way? Like, we can hold off on the health ups, but like in terms of like agility up, we should probably give it to a character we're using. Since we haven't used any stat enhancing items in the whole game so far. It's not necessary. But we could do it. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, I specifically didn't want to do the bonus dungeon because I knew that it would crash on the PS3. And I was like, let's not do the bonus dungeon today, but we could choose to either beat the game or set up for the bonus dungeon on a different system. It's just so disappointing. Storm needs the help? Maybe. I think she would definitely benefit from the bonus HP ups. I'm just curious, is there an intelligence up? Because that would make the most sense to give to her. We can eliminate that. Oh, they're all not sorted. Okay. Strength ups, she doesn't use strength. Oh man, finding these are so... It's so hard to find them when they abbreviate it. There's no intelligence up in this game? I thought there was. Huh. Unless I'm just really missing it. I didn't see anything that gave intelligence. Huh. Weird. I mean, we could give 10% more TP, but she's gonna cap naturally. Like, the only character that would really benefit from this, I think, would be King. This rate. Or maybe Blight. Strength up 2. Give it to Storm or King. I definitely think King should just get all the strength ups. He's such a dumb character. Just get all the strength. It's fine. There's agility up. I'm assuming this is accuracy. We'll just give it to him. It's fine. Let's see. What else could we increase? 10% TP? I think we'll hold off a little bit because we're still power leveling on TP and HP. Also, King and Storm have the exact amount of health total. I don't really want to break that up, chat. Look at that. What are the odds that they have the exact health total, despite having really different health progressions? And also having them hit it in the same time. Look at that, chat. I don't think that's gonna happen again. So yeah, let's go see... Oh, no. I almost used status. I'll wave my finger at me. Mage needs to outpace the Berserker's HP. Oh, we'll definitely do that at some point. Don't get me wrong. Probably after we get the lens, we'll give her the health ups. She could sit at 8k health as a joke. She'll be the most unkillable tank in the back row. So I agree with that. I think I did something similar. So if it gives 10% health every time, then she'll be at, what, 6,000, then 6,600, then 7,220, then 8,000-ish, depending on the rounding, then 8,800, then 9,700-ish, depending on rounding. So within 5 items, she'll actually be almost capped HP with where she is now, which is kind of silly. And again, when we have bonus lens, we can even get more sages. What? Excuse me? Chat, what is going on with Tales of Destiny today? I think the spell canceled his damage. I don't know what's going on in Tales of Destiny anymore, chat. Like, he clearly did a sound clip as though he was doing a skill. The game froze, didn't do anything, and then we got hit by the spell. We're just in utter chaos, chat. I don't know what's happening anymore. Yeah, we'll let Storm level one more time, then I think we'll apply the stat buffs. Because again, due to the rounding, it'll help out a lot. I don't know if I'll put her all the way there, but I think giving her another 10% early would benefit us. Because she's going to end up tanking the back line, I think, for us in the bonus dungeon anyway. So if we do get a back attack, I would actually prefer her to have high health. Yeah, maybe he did, like, hip attack. I'm not sure what ability he did. I thought he was doing the sound effect for hip attack, but he could have been doing ballistic when the game broke. Man, that enemy is fast on the spellcasting. What a shame. There we go. Our allies recognize that some enemy's still alive. There we go. We are super close when it comes to lens. Not too bad. Gonna do a quick check again. How close are we to leveling with... Okay, so she's within 4 battles of leveling. That's not too bad. Within 4 battles, we'll probably have 1,000 lens as well. Stab, stab, stab. Not effective. Let us use Storm's... Cyclone? Cyclone. Hopefully I have moved far enough forward that Storm will not get hit by this. Storm was not able to get hit by that, which is good. Oh, now Storm got targeted. Yeah, those things are very annoying, because they cast extremely quick. And he just ends the whole fight, apparently. Okay, sure. We'll just call those king things again. He's like, oh, is an enemy spellcasting in my face? Get deleted. I love that, like, as much as I've used Ballistic, he's still basically at full TP. What a monster, chat. So she'll level in about 3 encounters at this rate. So it looks like she didn't get as much experience that battle. So we might as well do it until she levels, then we'll head back to the other place. Let's do small thrusts until they decide to kill the enemies. Oh, there's the Roper giving me the hug. I don't like the Roper. He's probably healing me, which is good. I would prefer the healing. So close. Wait, she's getting 43 TP a level or a battle now? That's gross. She went from getting 41 to 43, chat, so she could just basically fire off her best spell at this rate, right? Because let's think about her most expensive spell is 80, and then you remove a third of that? That's crazy. She almost pays for her most expensive spell every battle. Actually, this is really bad, because everybody's still injured from before. Holy Wrath, and let's use King to hopefully delay this. King, are you just not gonna do what I told you to do, or... Okay. I was like, I definitely told him to Ballistic that, he just stood still for some reason. Oh no, is that gonna miss? No. It's King, never mind. Nothing misses with King. Goodbye, enemy. We're getting an okay amount of lens. Oh, she leveled. Or maybe more accurately, her weapon leveled. So we should probably heal, because that would be really awkward to die. Just keeping in mind, she's got 5446 health and 871 TP. One more encounter, and then I think we'll go collect the Mist Orb. Presumably. Unless the Mist Orb is also a lie. Which I would not put it past it at this point. Hello, Granite Knight. Hope you're doing well. We're almost done with our intended goals for Tales of Destiny, but I think we'll be trying out another system, just to see how it runs. She is leveled yet again. What a monster. So her having more TP just means more stasis spam. But before I do anything else, let's make sure to heal. Or by heal, I mean save. Gar is 5 levels away from unlocking his final spell. Erin is quite far away. She's 13 levels. Blight has already learned everything he's ever going to learn. And hey, he's above 5k health. So that'll help us for surviving spell damage. Nice, so she's at 5538 health and 890 TP. Wow, she's really gonna cap out pretty soon. Yeah, how much does her special cost unreduced? It only costs 40? Wait, she could stasis every battle for free, chat? Already, without using Emerald Ring. That's actually messed up. Why does this only cost 40? It time stops everybody. It even works on bosses for some reason. Yeah, Storm is definitely one of the most broken characters in the game, chat. There's just no ifs, and, or buts. Combine that with the raw power of King. Ridiculous. Let's go ahead and fly to the southwest. This might be one of the last times we ever return to the lens shop. Because honestly, outside of us completing the bonus dungeon, I'm never going to come back here. I don't really need or care about the other items. But we are 100% set up for the bonus dungeon at this point. We have very high overall TP. Our base health is high enough to resist spells. Our raw damage should be pretty spectacular. And let's see, will we get an item? Actually, you know what, chat? I guess we can make a bet. Will I receive an item? Because we never know, chat. We never know. We'll just make another contest. So I didn't think the chat would have a lot to bet on today, but this turned out to be quite the opposite case. We're getting 3 bets. Yeah, will I receive an item from the lens shop? We'll say the minimum bet. Yeah, I'll leave it at 50 if people want to bet it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and start that up. We'll give 2 minutes. That gets to decide whether or not I will get the item. Okay, so let me give him some time as he counts. We have 1,259 lens, so I went a little over what we needed. Ooh, Rob's betting no. You brought more than 1,000. I have some great stuff for you. Oh, we have split bets. Uh-oh. I'll give the chat another 30 seconds or so to decide their votes. We'll see how it goes. But, I guess we'll see in a moment. I'm gonna choose to cancel. Feel the answer. I'm actually gonna close it out. You're sticking by your obviously wrong answer? Well, I was gonna say, listen, the wiki says one thing, Shrine Guide says one thing, GameFAQs says one thing, people playing through the game say something else. No, I don't think anybody knows this answer, honestly. It's still a 50-50. It's been a 50-50 every time. Some of them list you need as high as 8,000 to get it, so I'm like, I have no idea what the correct answer is, but we're gonna close out. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, wait, he's giving us an item, but will it be the Mist Orb? Oh, we did get the Mist Orb. Hey! Also, I forgot to see how much the bet was for. One moment. Oh, it would have been for 42.50? Well, then I will just go ahead and add that to Chris for the bet. That's a nice, easy division for me. So I believe, Chris, that puts your new point total at 174,157. You are 1,000 under Kirk. Catching up, though. Let's see. The Mist Orb is something I wanted since the beginning of the game, but unfortunately, it doesn't give it to you until you get to here. Oh wait, this is actually not the one I'm thinking of, but it is still useful. It increases the escape speed by 30%. I think we had one other opportunity to get this earlier in the game, and I did not get it because I wanted to show off a different item. But technically, we can also benefit from it here. I might be thinking of the Scout Orb, which, when looking at how many points it is suggesting it needs, I don't think I'm going to have the patience to get 26,000 lens. Considering that 5k took almost 2 hours, I don't think I want to do that. The other one would have enabled us to lower all encounters. Like, literally gives us an option in a menu to lower the encounter rate to even lower. Which is honestly where I felt should have been in the game in the first place, but that's fine. We'll take escape speed up in the final dungeon, for sure. Now, the gimmick with the bonus dungeon, that item will not actually help us at all, but in the bonus, or in the final dungeon, it's going to help a lot. So I think for now, I will toggle it briefly to the be right back, and I will pause the recording from the Tales of the Destiny side of things, where you will be the Point King. I think we're now ready just to do the bonus dungeon, so I think the next 2 sessions will end up being dedicated to that. I haven't decided if it would make more sense to leave a system on in order to save our progress, because we have to go through 60 floors of a dungeon with no saves, and if I mess up at any point, I have to redo the entire dungeon if I do it on certain floors, or if I die, I have to start all over again. Both are true. So there's a big chance that I could be playing for like 4 hours and not make any progress in this dungeon. So with that in mind, I think next weekend we'll dedicate to trying to clear the bonus dungeon. And then from there, I think we'll just go ahead and slap the final boss from existence. This poor final boss stands no chance, chat. We are so over leveled for him. We have all these bonuses applied. At some point, we'll apply the bonus health. Probably soon-ish. We'll see how much experience we get from the bonus dungeon. I think it's slightly more than the overworld, but I don't remember if it goes as high as like 3k, for example. Because honestly, I remember being able to get away with not using skills too much as long as one character has it for the first few floors. So we might even be able to power level even harder, if you can even imagine. So at this point, we'll have characters that just have so much raw base health that all those percentage buffs are going to work. Final boss, I feel like we should go in with at least one character with Quadra Nines, and he's just gonna get King Storm time stopped into Notes, into Ballistic, into Phoenix, into Ballistic, into Stone Notes, and the boss will die. The boss will have no chance against any of this. It'll be pretty gross. So with that in mind, let me just go ahead and turn off the system because we did save. We're going to transition into something else. So as I said before, we're going to pause the recording, but I think those are the expectations for Tales of Destiny. There's no other item I'm really looking to attain. I think we showed off basically everything there is, every mini game, every quiz, almost every skill. Um, yeah, I think honestly, I think the only thing we haven't seen are Storm's final spells, but the experience needed for it is just kind of unrealistic. So I'll leave it to chat discretion. I mean, I could always have a session where all I do is grind just to get to the spells. I don't mind doing it, but I just want to make sure that's what the chat would want to watch. But for now, I think this is a good stopping point, and we are set up to go where we will start the tower. And who knows? Maybe under some miracle we will finish it in one stream session, but I kind of doubt it. So for now, we're just gonna say goodbye to the Tales of Destiny YouTube audience, and we'll be testing out something else in the meantime.